Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Amaka of Skywell Beauty. So as you already know from the title, the borders are now open. Oh my goodness. It's so amazing to know that finally you can make your way to Ghana. I've gotten so many questions, so many inquiries in my DMs asking me, when can I relocate to Ghana? I love your videos, and yes, you can do that now. The borders are open. It will be amazing for us to hit 5,000 subscribers in this month, and I can only do that with your help, so consider subscribing today. The Ghanaian government has outlined several protocols that you have to adhere to if you're arriving or departing Ghana. The first one is that you have to have a COVID-19 test 72 hours prior to your arrival into the country before you can gain entry, and this test has to certify that you are negative. Note that it says 72 hours before departure, especially if you're going to do any transits. And that brings me to the next point. If your flight is going to do transit from one country to another, note that your 72 hours only counts from your last place of departure. Upon arrival, you are required to be wearing a face mask, and you're also required to wear a face mask throughout your flight, and that face mask you wore will be changed the moment you arrive at the airport. Also, a COVID-19 mandatory test will be performed on you at your own cost, so you're going to be charged $150 for the test. Now the good thing about it is that you get your results within 30 minutes of the test, and so you'll be allowed entry if you're negative, or you'll be quarantined by the health authorities if you test positive. Unfortunately, the land and sea borders are still closed for human traffic. However, the flights are open. You can now make a trip to Ghana. There has been a lot of uproar concerning the $150 charge for the COVID-19 mandatory test when you arrive Ghana. And the reason given was that, number one, you get your results within 30 minutes as compared to other parts of the world, and it goes in line with the standard rates across the globe. And they gave examples of countries like China, Europe, and all of that. And the price ranges within the $150 mark. There are so many other protocols that the president outlined himself. We're going to hear from him in a bit.
Also indicated my hope that preparations and simulation exercises underway, including the installation of COVID-19 testing facilities at Kotoka International Airport, would give us a clear indication as to whether or not we could reopen the airport on 1st September. After weeks of thorough work, I'm satisfied that it's safe to do so. Fellow Ghanaians, I'm glad to announce that Kotoka International Airport will reopen and resume operations from Tuesday, 1st September 2020. This decision has been communicated to all international airlines. It has been well established that the very first cases of COVID-19 in Ghana were imported into our shores. We are determined to make sure this scenario does not reoccur. The commitment to ensuring that the gradual easing of restrictions, including the reopening of our airport, does not lead to the importation or resurgence of the virus into our country is firmly in place. That is why the following measures have been taken and duly communicated to airlines wishing to resume flights to Ghana. First, any passenger arriving in Ghana must be in possession of a negative COVID-19 PCR test result from an accredited laboratory in the country of origin. The test should have been done not more than 72 hours before the scheduled departure from the country of origin. All airlines have been instructed to ensure compliance with this directive for all passengers wishing to travel to Ghana. And those airlines who fail in this regard will be duly sanctioned. Second, disembarking passengers must do so wearing face masks. Third, upon disembarking from the aeroplane, each passenger will undergo a mandatory COVID-19 test at the airport terminal at a fee to be borne by the passenger. The test result will be available within 30 minutes. 4, children under the ages of 5 will not be required to undergo testing at the airport. 5, passengers who test positive for COVID-19 will be handled by the health authorities for further clinical assessment and management. And 6, passengers who test negative can thereupon enter Ghana to go about their lawful activities and will be advised to continue to observe COVID-19 safety precautions during their stay in Ghana. The Ministries of Information, Health and Aviation and their respective agencies, the Ghana Health Service, the Ghana Airports Company Limited, and the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, will spell out in further detail the protocols surrounding the reopening of our international airport and the procedures to be adhered to by passengers arriving in Ghana at the COVID-19 media briefing tomorrow, Monday, 31st of August. For the avoidance of doubt, our borders by land and sea will continue to remain closed to human traffic until further notice.
All these requirements were put in place to safeguard Ghana and ensure that people coming into the country do not bring in the virus and cause, a resurgence basically. Now these are the departure protocols that you have to adhere to if you are leaving Ghana. The main one is that whatever mandatory requirements the country you're traveling to demands, you have to be able to provide those. So if the destination requires a COVID-19 test, then you have to provide that before you be allowed to depart. You're expected to wear a face mask at all times when you're departing. Also, you are required to make use of the electronic kiosk that is available within the airport to reduce the contact between you and the staff. So more or less self-service. Only persons traveling are permitted to enter the airport. So if you're traveling, you cannot have your family and friends come along with you to bid you goodbye and all of that. No, they will not be allowed entry into the airport. You're advised to arrive 4 hours before your departure time to enable ample time to check you, screen you, and go through all the requirements and be sure that you are permitted to fly. So please arrive on time. If you leave Ghana and you do not spend more than 1 week in your travel destination and you get back, you will not be required to go through all the mandatory tests and protocols to enter. But anything beyond 1 week, you would have to go through the mandatory tests and protocols and pay the fees again, unfortunately. Alright guys, that's a quick update from me. I hope you found it helpful. Now it's time to pack your bags and make that trip to Ghana. We can't wait to have you here. We can't wait to see you here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.